Today's pick a card is Who Has a Crush on Me? Hello, my little wonderbugs. Welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Isoldde, and I'm a witch and a tarot card reader. And today, like I said before, we are doing the pick a card for Who Has a Crush on Me. So before we start, just to let you know that this is a general reading. So if it doesn't resonate with you, or if it does resonate with you and you want to know more, you can go to my Etsy shop. There you can actually pick out what kind of reading you want. There's different love readings that I do. And yeah, so you can get more info, more in depth about what we're doing today or any other question that you might have. Also, guys, don't forget that I'm also a member of the We Witches 3 podcast, which we come out with a podcast almost weekly. So go check that out because we talk about some really interesting stuff. All right, so let's get on with the reading. So starting off, pile 1, we've got Cornelian. Pile 2 has a stone that I can't remember. I think it's a rhodolite, but I could be wrong. But I know it's good for the root chakra and the heart chakra. Good for balancing and bringing center to your ever chaotic life. And then my favorite stone, which is labradorite, which is pile 3. So I will leave you to it. You can pause the video now and concentrate on which pile really resonates for you. All right, so if you're here, that means that you've picked pile 1, and pile 1 has a Cornelian. So that is good for very much lower chakras, like below your solar plex. This is a very good one for manifesting and grounding, but more than anything, manifesting. I love it. So let's start off with the reading. Your first card that you have is Ing. Okay, so Ing is like sexual tension and sexual energy. So this person that has a crush on you, they like what they see, if you know what I mean. They definitely want to get to know you. They want to be in your life in that special kind of way, if you know what I mean. So I do feel like there is a lot of sexual energy here, or chemistry between the two of you. There could also be that the person is just very sexually active, or they're very, like the way that they express their feelings or emotions, instead of with words, it's with sexual activity. Which isn't bad. It's kind of good. I mean, if it's been a while, that might be a good thing for you. So that's your rune for this reading about the person. I feel like the person is either, like I said, very, very sexually aware of themselves. So the next card that you have that lets me know a lot is that you probably are talking to a Gemini or a Gemini moon. So this person may have a Gemini moon, so they might be a little bit wishy-washy, like one minute they like you, one minute they don't, or you can't figure them out if you've already met them. You're having a hard time figuring them out. They haven't really opened up because Gemini has a tendency of being very secretive, which is not a very commonly known thing about Gemini, but Gemini likes to keep their business to themselves. So I do feel like maybe this person is feeling, like this sexual attraction to you, but they are really keeping it to themselves, even though communication is the key, and that is what it says there. I am feeling that there could be some communication barriers, and they're not communicating their feelings or their actions. So you might not even notice this person that they have these kind of attraction or feelings, or that they are connecting with you from what I'm seeing here. And they might be at odds with themselves of whether or not they should be with you or if they should ask you out. So this person could be like completely out of the blue. You might not even see it coming whatsoever. Okay, so then next card is the King of Coins. So this person also could have a lot of earth in them, hence why they might not be, expressing themselves. Plus, Ing is a very earth kind of energy. So it has this sort of like sense of geez, I can't put it into words, being very grounded. So they could be very money-centric or property or materialistically centered. Hence the sexual stuff. That's how they express themselves. Next card you have is the Ace of Cups. So this person has more than just sexual feelings for you. They definitely do have romantic feelings or romantic intentions. And I feel like they're ready to go, but they're just not sure of themselves. Then you have the last card that we have in her reading is the, let me move these a little bit so then you guys can see it. The Knight of Wands. So I feel like this person is either they're really like sort of taking their time, expressing how they feel about you and what's going through their minds and in their hearts. But eventually and soon, I don't know when soon, but soon, they might come forward with, saying, hey, I really like you. Hey, I want to date you. Hey, you're the girl for me, or you're the guy for me. So I'm definitely seeing like that is probably going to be the next step for this particular person. And I don't feel like they are having any doubts necessarily about how you feel about them or anything of that nature. I feel like they're more doubtful about how they communicate because they're so physical about everything that they don't know how to express themselves verbally, I think. And they might come off as being a little too intense or a little bit too much for you. So you might be a little bit like, what's going, I don't know what's going on. Wait a minute. But I do feel like this person is very interested in you and they're very connected. They really want to be with you. And it's not just physical attraction, even though that's how they may express themselves. So just be careful about that. Don't think that just because they want to have sex or because they want to touch you all the time, that it's not romantic or that it's just, oh, he just wants one thing or she just wants one thing. It's not like that because you do have the Ace of Cups here, which is starting to fall in love and feeling love. So this person doesn't seem, there's more to them than meets the eye is what I'm trying to say. And they're not communicating as best as they could. So just bear with them and trust that they do have romantic intentions, not just physical intentions with you. So that is your reading, pile one. I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comment section. And if you're interested in a reading, you know where to find me. Just go to my Etsy store and sign up for a reading. And yeah, good luck. And this is a really good reading. There's nothing wrong here. So good luck. Hello. And if you find yourself here, that means that you've picked pile two. And pile two, like I said, we have this lovely black and pink stone, and it's good for grounding and a heart chakra because it has a pink in it. I've used this for many years when I really was emotionally distraught and really needed some emotional help. So this is a very good stone. If I find the name for it, I will post it on the comment section or in the information section on the bottom. Okay? So let's see your first card. You've got man. So this person might feel a little self-conscious of how they look. They may not express themselves physically too much because they're kind of like, well, I don't know if they'll like how I look. They might be very, like I said, self-conscious of how they look and how they perceive, how they show themselves to other people. So they might feel a little bit awkward. They might not be too showy, or you might not think much of them because of this. That being said, that doesn't mean that they're not good people or that they're not confident. It's just that maybe they don't have a lot of confidence in how they look and how they express themselves to the world itself. So just be aware of that. And your next card is you're very close to achieving your goals. So the person that has a crush on you is very close to achieving their goals on either getting to know you, you being in their lives, and all that jazz. So I do feel like they are working towards being with you, or at least dating you or asking you out. So I don't think you'll be waiting for very long. And the whole thing about human, it could also mean that they are trying to show you that they are, a good match. They're trying to bring out the best in themselves for you to notice them. But it also gives me the impression of just like them not being sure of themselves, that they have to sort of package themselves a little bit for you to notice them or like them enough to actually speak to them or talk to them or hang out with them and whatnot. Okay, so the next card we have is the Fool. So I feel like this is like an adventure for them. They're like, oh my God, like they're not the type of person to, the words that I'm looking for is that they're not the type of person to do this, to try to be with someone. Normally they don't go out of their way for it. And this is like something new. Like they're not accustomed to doing this. So if you're wondering like, oh, are they like this smooth, suave sort of person to do stuff like this? And they're like, no, they are not. This is sort of like a new thing for them. Maybe they've been out of the dating scene for like a long time because maybe they've, gone through a divorce or they've been in a very long relationship prior to this. Your next card is the 10 of Pentacles. So this person is very humble. They're very close to their family. They don't have a worry when it comes to money. They're very good with money. And I think the fact that they're good with money or good with like their family and whatnot, they're very well off. It means to me that they've never see, a lot of people think that when you're wealthy, you're like very showy or you show off all the money, but I don't feel that way. I feel like they're very like modest, and that's why they're so well off, because they don't spend. They're not big spenders. And I feel like they are just very like humbled with what they have and what their family has. They come from a good money, but not like, look at what I have. It's more like, yeah, I got money, but I'd rather buy this really old car because it's just cool looking. You know what I mean? And then your last card is the 9 of Pentacles. So this person is very independent. They don't need somebody for money. They need somebody for love and caring and support, but not for the money aspect. So if you were worried, oh my God, does this person, or like the crush the person has a crush on me, or, do I have to worry about money or anything in that sense? No, they're very well off. They're very comfortable with their money. They seem to you like, if you were to meet them, if you haven't already, they seem to you like if they have everything, they're okay. They don't need you, kind of a thing. So you might feel a little bit like, wait a minute, they're working a little, remember, they're working to look better to you. So then they look more attracted to you. And they're trying to do that. And maybe they do a little bit too much. So if you notice that somebody is just being a little too, not showy, but just very stable, like they don't need much, they're good, kind of a thing, it might make you feel like if they're not really interested in you, but they are, okay? Just to let you know. So this is a very good reading. I mean, it's just basically letting me know that this person is going out of their way to look better than what they really are, but they are stable, they are good, but they are trying to make themselves look like if they, don't need you in the sense of money, because they want to make you aware that they are stable when it comes to money and wealth and all that stuff. So you don't have to take care of them physically. You just have to take care of them emotionally, which is not bad, because that's basically what happens when you're in a relationship most of the time. So if you're concerned about that, and maybe you've had a relationship in the past that wasn't like that you had to support the other person, they're basically letting you know, no, it's okay. Like, I'm here. I'm good. You don't have to baby me. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Like, I am an adult. We're good. We can be a team. So this is a very good reading for you, pile 2. I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any questions about the reading, please let me know. And I will get back to you as soon as possible. Just leave the comment down below. Also, if you want a direct reading, because this is very general, please let me know. Go to my Etsy store and pick out a reading, and I will help you out. Other than that, good luck, and see you next time. Hello, pile 3. So, pile 3, you have my favorite stone, which is labradorite, and it's shaped like a heart. Labradorite is really good for psychic awareness and getting messages from like the Akashic Records. It's also very good for psychic protection more than anything. That's like what I use it for usually, to keep me grounded and still open to psychic awareness and psychic powers. So yeah, it's my favorite. It's my baby. So your first card is Righto. So Righto is about travel. It's about moving from one place to another. And it could be just, it doesn't have to be physical necessarily, even though traditionally it is physical. But it could be you moving from, or like there's movement in this person's life. And they feel like you're like this great new opportunity, this great new beginning in your life or in their lives. And the next card that you have is Hold Your Vision. So Hold Your Vision is about basically them holding their vision of you. Them going, okay, no, this is it's almost like if you're a target, you know, and they're like the archer, pretty much. And they're trying to hit a target. They're trying to hit you. Not in a physical sense, unless you like that kind of stuff. But I'm seeing it more along the lines of them trying to get to your position or to your level. So then they can be all like, look, I am good. Hey, check me out, kind of a thing. And they might actually be moving jobs or moving physically to be closer to you. And that might be a little creepy for some of you. That might be good for others of you. It really depends. But I'm feeling like they are very like, this is the one that I want to be with. I really like them. I'm going to do my best to get to either their level, or it's like a challenge for them that they are like, yes, let's do this. The next card that you have is the Hermit. So this person might be coming out of the freaking blue. This person may have been somebody that you haven't seen in a long time, or is very closed off and sheltered. They don't talk much. They don't act much. They don't do much in your life. And then all of a sudden you're like, what the, hey, what do you, hi, came out of nowhere, kind of a thing. So that could be happening, definitely. And I do feel like this is somebody that maybe has been closed off to the idea of romance, and then all of a sudden they just go, they just go, to heck with it. I want to be with this person. I don't see why I can't, kind of a thing. And the next card that you have is the Six of Wands. Now the Six of Wands is feeling triumphant, like they've won something. So maybe you're like a treasure for them, you know? They feel like they've accomplished something. So it could be that they went from being very introverted and not wanting to express themselves and just went like, something, I'm done with this period in my life and I'm ready to express myself and be with this person. And maybe they've just like really thought things through about you. So this could be completely out of the freaking blue, that this person just shows up and maybe even saves you for something. And I'm not saying that they're going to like save your life, but maybe they're saving you from something, because the Six of Wands is usually somebody who has basically accomplished something and they're sort of like the man of the hour or the woman of the hour. So they might see you that way as well. They might see you like, wow, this is like somebody that I really want to be with and want to be at their level so then I can be with them. And the last card that you have is the Three of Coins. Three of Coins for me is usually sort of achieving something as well. It's like about achieving something. It's about seeing that pat on the back kind of a thing. So I feel like this person, when they sort of express themselves and come forward in your life, you're going to be like, wow, really? Like, you're so different. You've changed. You're not the same old, same old. Like I feel like this person is really transforming themselves, not just for you, but for themselves, which brings them closer to you and you closer to them. So definitely this is like very big transformation for someone and for them mainly. And partially it's because they need to do this. And the other part is because they really like you and they really want to bring something with value into your life, not just same old that maybe they've seen constantly in your life. And they're like, I could do better for this person. Why don't they, why aren't they with me? And maybe they're like, something, maybe I should start showing it and start expressing it. So that's what I'm seeing with them here, which is a very good card. I mean, it's a very good reading for somebody who maybe was in a very not so great place when it comes to wanting to be with you or being with you. And then all of a sudden they're just like a blossoming flower to you. And you're just like, oh my God, your eyes are like opened about this person. And that's what I'm seeing for the most part. This is really good. This could lead to a very long-term relationship. So just be careful and like just be aware. What I mean by careful, I don't mean like careful as in like this might be a stalker or this might be like a really bad person. I'm just saying be careful in the sense of not seeing this person or not being aware of this person, because you might be missing out on something very great and grand without realizing it. So just be aware of that. And that's pretty much your reading. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. If you're interested in a private reading with me, just go to my Etsy store and sign up for a reading. Other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed, and much love and blessings.